Bible is my whole life. I read the Bible when I need some guidance from God, and to me, every single word of it is true. Despite the contradictions, life has contradictions, as does the Bible. The Bible is life. And people who say that the Bible is not true are wrong. Ah, the Bible. I've read it many times. I wouldn't say all of it is particularly true, but all of it has meaning. Like, if you just missed bits out, you wouldn't understand certain life lessons and teachings of Jesus and such. So I feel the Bible is very important to my own life, but it's not truth as such. I'd say it's more metaphorical truth than a literal truth.
The Bible doesn't really mean anything to me. Quite frankly, I think One Direction is more important than the Bible, quite frankly. I think that there is something above John Lennon and Elton John and One Direction and Katy Perry, and I hope that something's there, but I don't know. Spend most of my time in GAY in London.
The church as a building is beautiful, you know. It's basic, but you don't need it to be complex, you know, because it's a place where you communicate with people who also believe in God. You know, good people, because they believe in God. People who don't believe in God aren't good. Anyway, the congregation of my church are my friends, because we all share God in common, because God is the Almighty. Well, as you may be able to tell, I belong to the church. But you know, the church as such is very nice. You know, it's got a nice hierarchy, which is something featured a lot in the Bible itself. And I feel it works having different levels, you know, with God being the Almighty, and, you know, us, maybe the Pope being next down. You know, the Pope is very important to the Catholic Church. And then obviously there's us, the people who talk to the rest of the people.
Well, God is many things to many different people, but for most he is transcendent, omnipotent and omniscient, particularly to religious believers, of course. Many religious believers, particularly those who believe in sort of more absolute strains of religion, such as Catholicism or, by extension, natural law, would agree with divine command theory, which effectively means that God's word is morality, rather than the opinion that morality is independent of God's word.
Jesus is the same as God in the Holy Trinity, and is the most important part of Christianity, and the golden rule is, in everything, do unto others as you would have them do to you.
What are your thoughts on Christianity?
What am I supposed to think about Christianity?
Whatever you want.
I think it was relevant a long time ago, but not so much now. That's my main thought. I like Christmas time, but not for the religious element. Although I do like the moral values passed on through the Nativity.
But also presents.
I like the presents quite a lot, actually, yeah. Plus, it's the only time in our secular world that we can get together.
It's rocking.
Yeah, Christianity is good. It's good.
We like it. Yeah. Oh, God.